Hi, Josh Barker with Josh Barker Real Estate, and thank you for checking out our market update for the month of September 2022. Like we like to do each month, let's go ahead and bring in the sales report for the Shasta County Multiple Listing Service. Now, what this report reflects is sales data for the month of August, so just this last month. We'll go ahead and zoom in. There was 272 properties that closed escrow last month in the month of August. If you go back 1 year ago, you'll see that there was 328 properties that closed escrow last August. So our sales have reduced by up to 17% year over year. Now, a big reason why this has taken place is because last year, obviously, we were in a pandemic-related real estate market fueled by really low interest rates. Today, we've moved into more of a balanced market with higher and rising interest rates, and it's beginning to have an impact on the sales volume, as you can see in this report. The next report I'm going to set over the top of this is our active listing report. Now, this gives you an idea of how many homes are actually for sale at any given time in the market. At the end of August, we finished at 828 properties for sale. That is up approximately 28% compared to last year when the inventories were averaging 644. So we're starting to see the inventory creep up a little bit, although it's not growing quick, which is good if you want to keep home pricing in check. The next thing to look at is our absorption rate. An absorption rate is a great indicator of what type of market the general market is sitting in. So for example, the absorption rate right now is averaging about a 2-month supply of homes, meaning that if the sales volume remained the same and no other homes came up for sale, it would take approximately 2.89 months before all of the existing inventory would sell off. Now, that absorption rate has been climbing because in months past, that absorption rate was a lot lower. Whenever the absorption rate is averaging between 0 and 3 months supply, it's considered to be a seller's market. And then when the absorption rate's between 4 and 5 months supply, it's typically considered to be more of a neutral market. And of course, for inventories or month supply that exceeds 6 months, it's typically what we call a buyer's market. So right now we're kind of sitting in the tail end of a seller's market, generally speaking, for the whole market. Now, that won't be the case for every price point. So it's important for any real estate professional with a client, zoom into the price range in which you're selling a property in and see what the absorption rate is in that price range. That will always give you a really good idea of what your challenges might be, how long the days on market might take to sell a home, and what kind of demand overall you could expect for your sales. So that's something to look at when it comes to absorption rate. The next thing to look at is our median sales price. In the month of August, it dropped a lot. Right now, the median sales price is averaging $355,000. It's down $40,000 compared to the peak back in May when the median sales price was averaging $395,000. This median sales price report is a very good description of what the impact of higher interest rates have been on the overall real estate market, because as rates have went up, what buyers qualify for has gone down. And based on that, you're seeing the median sales price starting to go down because that's where most of the transactions are taking place. For some of you are wondering, well, what is a median sales price? It simply means that half of all properties sold for more, half of all properties sold for less, and the median sales price is that number right in between. Next thing to look at is just interest rates. Rates are moving a lot, so I'm going to give you a number today, but it's probably going to be different tomorrow. Right now, our interest rates are averaging around 6.5%, and that's as of September 1st and 2nd, okay? If you go back, though, just a month ago, it was averaging just under 5.5%. If you go back over 6 months ago, it was in the high 3s, okay? So rates have been moving up, and again, that's beginning to have an impact on buyer demand. It's certainly having an impact on overall selling prices, and like we said a few minutes ago, it's pushing down that median sales price. The last thing I really want to get into is just the rental market itself as well. The rental market is changing. I've been talking with some really great property managers here in the local market. The rental market is still strong, but it is softening. So for example, it was very common that a rental property manager would have anywhere between 5 and 10 applicants for one single unit over the last 12 to 24 months. Right now, that similar unit's maybe getting 1 to 3 applications. And so the unit is still renting, but the overall demand for that one particular unit is declining. And so we're seeing that kind of an impact in the overall rental market. So I know we covered a lot of points this month, but it's important, I think we all look at it. Take some time, look at the report that's attached on our website so you guys can see everything and all the data. We put links in there for some of the articles that are associated to the video so you guys can read those as well. In any case, I hope you guys have a great September. Look forward to talking to you soon. Take care.